Mary Meet Annie here. One of the most poignant aspects of these early times in the season of Earth is the consideration of the delicate nature of life. We have that lesson with the birth of the sun child. We also have it in the return of the sun. Even in the face of that, the days can be bitterly cold, and it feels as if the sun itself is tender in these times. Something I wrote to honor the fragility in this time of the year. Rain turns to ice, and the strongest of limbs crack and falls. What seemed so supple in the green time becomes terribly delicate. Things suffer in extremity. Nature evolves through the challenging times. Even the mightiest faces its time of uncertainty. Tenuous or triumphant, each thing clings to life. I will handle myself with care. I am reminded that others, too, are vulnerable. Things break easy. I will be gentle with life. The inspiration for this was a winter's day that included rain and sleet, which then froze solid to everything it touched. I had been walking in the woods in a break in the rain and noticing the temperature suddenly dropped drastically. All around me, the woods turned to crystal, with every bit of dampness quickly transforming to ice. It was bright and clear after the passing of the rain, and the sun bounced off of tree and ground, and everything frozen became a mirror and a magnifier of light. And it was like that for a while. But then, all around me, it seemed that the woods began crumbling in on itself. There was just enough touch of sun that everything that had been moments before frozen began to break up. I was literally standing in a rain of ice shards, a little unnerving, but magnificent. Walking back out of the woods, my feet crunching the fragments of ice that completely covered the earth, I was surrounded by the sound that held the cracking of ice as it separated it from branches far above me, and then the tinkling sound of its landing. At the road at the edge of the woods, a new kind of sound started from within the woods. It was a twilight zone kind of sound, unidentifiable and starting deep in the woods and working its way out towards me. When it arrived, it was on a whoosh of wind that was snapping off all of the tender and small limbs on the trees. I've never been in the midst of such a combination of beauty and destruction, all shifting and changing and occurring within a very brief period of time. I was frozen in time and place, so fascinated that I could not move from where I stood, even as branches were landing all around me. It's one of those moments that I will remember for a lifetime. In this season of beginnings, we are reminded that not everything will survive. And we take care, special care, of the tender things. What would you consider to be the tender things in your life? I wish you all mirth and reverence in the season of Yule. Merry part.